Hey guys, I'm Arielle Schmidt and this is Katie Garber, and we're here to talk a little about our upcoming workshop, The Elemental Journey into the Akashic Records. We're really excited to be teaming up and bringing you both the Akashic Records and this elemental process. So, we're just going to talk a little bit about what the purpose is of this workshop and give you a little idea of why it might be the right fit for you. So, the purpose of this elemental journey into the Akashic Records is to actually create a really amazing group synergy that we might have been missing during these COVID times where we've been really isolated. And we're also going to create this personal journey of connection where you get to dive deeper into yourself, but feel the support of those around you. Katie, do you want to add a little bit to that space?
Yeah, I think that was a perfect way to sum it up. And the feeling that having that group together with you, that you can learn so much about other people's experience as well. And so it usually comes in a way that you can take so much as well from what someone else is bringing forward. So it will create that space for you, but also to connect to others and to maybe learn things about yourself that you didn't even know were there through other people's experience of their own healing and journey to alignment.
I love that. I love that. I definitely always learn from others. So
Mhm.
I'm really excited that we're doing this in a group setting.
Yes.
So when you come to this workshop, what it's going to look like, we're both going to play a couple different roles throughout the workshop. So on my side of helping you journey into the Akashic Records on the elemental side of things, we're going to start with some elemental journal prompts and allow you to understand what the elements are. So when Katie opens up the Akashic Records, you can already start to identify like, oh, maybe that's a little bit of an earth imbalance that I'm having, and we'll be able to give you more of a direct or a more tangible integration point after that.
Mhm.
For Katie, when she opens the Akashic Records, what can they kind of expect from that space?
Yeah, so it'll be an openness that will open the group records, but then people can bring things forward that they would like to look at or heal or shift. And in the Akashic records, we're always focused on getting to the root of a pattern or problem for someone. So we will maybe go through some layers to understand that, but it will be shared openly. It usually, again, is a line, something that everyone in the group can take away, even if one person is bringing something forward. And so then we will get into clearing that problem or pattern or belief or illusion. Sometimes that looks like rewriting your subconscious thought or pattern around it, or just clearing and healing that trauma so that you can manifest a new way of operating for yourself. And so then, as we are kind of in this expanded state of consciousness, we will then bring it back into your body. But that's when we will head over to Arielle to work in more of the elemental aspects from whatever came forward as the group issues or things that they wanted to look at, or things that they were ready to manifest something new about. So then she will help us by guiding us in the elemental and really assisting in integrating that into your body in a way that just creates more ease for yourself, that you can go deeper into any thoughts that came forward if you felt like you wanted to explore something more, and to just allow your body to process that in a way that is most useful for you.
I love that. Yeah. So after, those layers come off in the Akashic Records, sometimes we're left with this, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with this
Mhm.
information. So, what you can kind of expect to take away from the final space of this workshop is tangible aspects of the elemental process. That could be journal prompts that relate to the different elements, specific elemental activities, So like for earth, it would be something that would get you in nature or a walking meditation. But for fire imbalances, you know, getting that joyful, blissful, finding yourself again type thing. So it really depends on what's going to come out in these Akashic records and what you guys bring forward to how we can really give you the best successful toolbox to leave and really allow for a better integration with the Akashic records and also the elemental journey space. It is a very expansive space, like Katie was saying. So these different tools are going to get you a clear space of like, I know where I'm headed in my future, and give you a timeline and give you the resources to actually achieve those things.
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely. And the Akashic record aspect of that is people usually leave feeling very clear and peaceful, and also alignment. So we're always calling in alignment for your highest self, your highest purpose. And so with that clarity, it can look like, oh, here's what's actually in alignment for me versus, oh, I'm trying to take on something that is not quite right, or trying to force something, or those blocks that you know are in alignment for you that you've just felt like you've had that resistance to.
Yeah, I love that.
Yes.
So the reason that me and Katie have actually teamed up on this workshop is because we actually work with each other on our own personal space. So she comes to me for Thai yoga therapy, and I see her for opening my Akashic records. So I'm just going to give a little bit of like why I love working with the Akashic records and Katie specifically, and then she'll kind of give you insight of what she's received from her elemental journey with me to maybe help you guys come to that clear yes or no, is this the right workshop for me? So I met Katie through a mutual friend, and I'm forever grateful for that. I had no clue what the Akashic records were. I was completely dumbfounded, and I was like, sure, why not? I got nothing to lose. And even just after that first initial opening, I found myself, like she was saying, lighter and more peaceful and just realigned in a way that even though I was trying to align myself elementally, there was this blockage that I personally couldn't see. Like I needed that higher opening or higher consciousness to really give me a more detailed report of like, hey, by the way, you're not crazy. Like you have this blockage for a reason, and I'm here to kind of help show you what that looks like to clear the path. So it's over time working with Katie, I have been able to show up more authentically for my clients, and also have this sensation of I'm being able to fully show who I am to my clients, and also not hide the fact that this is now who I am today. You know, my past doesn't really determine who I have to show up as, and if that ends up kind of shifting different relationships, that's okay. And so for me, that was a really powerful healing piece. And if you want to know more about that, you can read my bio. But like I came from a very toxic work environment, and to leave that behind was very difficult. So this process has really helped me soften who I am and really be able to hold the space for others a lot better. So
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, and when I connected with Arielle, it was actually like an answer to me saying I need to work with someone like to assist me in body work and helping my body to integrate, because I do spend so much time in this very expanded state of consciousness, and that's something that is less natural for me to feel really grounded in my body. And so I was put the call out to say I need someone to assist me in that. And our friend that connected us, I'm also so grateful for, because it was exactly what I felt like I needed. And Arielle has such a knowledge of the body and meridians and how that works within your body, but then also transfers into emotional states, into mental patterning, into any blocks. And so it was such a beautiful layering of that for me to go deeper into any blocks or resistance or pain, especially that I might have, in her bringing forward one in my physical body where blocks were, but then also of deeper things to look at in the elemental side of it, and how the different aspects of the elements can support you to feel more balanced and more at ease and more peaceful. And it's helped me to even then take away from that and look at in even when I'm not in session, how can I feel when I feel out of balance? What can I bring in just to support my body, being the densest part of your energy field, that it sometimes needs the most support into catching up to where you might have changed if you decide to release a subconscious pattern, that your body might still need that support to say, hey, we've changed, we're in a new alignment, we're headed somewhere new.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. I think both of us maybe don't get to hear the benefits of what we do on a very authentic level. So it's really nice to hear that.
Yes.
Well, we're really excited to host this workshop. The full details can be found in that event detail, time, place, location, all that stuff. So if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me or Katie. And we would love to see you. We're just really excited to be joining our two practices together.
Yes. And to be in person when that's something that we've been forced to be disconnected, to have this little act of coming together to support each other in this personal space that will be nourishing for all.
Yes. Well, I'm excited, and we're going to let you guys go, and we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah. Bye-bye.